I'm trying to think if there's any other heist out there that we've done. Any other big heist in the galaxy you've ever heard of? And thought like, damn, who could have done that?
Well, there was that whole rumor about Zon Consortium getting destroyed by a joint task force, but you already told me about that.
That's not really a heist, either.
Yeah.
Nothing come to mind? Oh, hello.
Not really. I was in
thought you were
exile
gonna
before
haul
coming
it
here.
via the train. I mean, I guess it was a heist for us to take the Darksaber.
Oh.
Yeah, but we're just borrowing the Darksaber. We're gonna give it back, right?
What? Clark, are you
I
stupid?
know how
We've
it
not had the
works.
Darksaber for...
They returned it to
Alright, I
Mandalore.
forgot. Oh, alright, that's why they allied us, I remember.
Yeah, we gave the mask and the Darksaber. Well, he had to give it to him after a duel.
Look, I wasn't there for that, I only heard about it.
Oh yeah.
But you literally were part of my crew at the time. So how did you not hear about that?
I did hear about it, that's what I said. I just heard about
Yeah,
it, I
but
wasn't
you
there
have
for
first-hand
it.
accords. You shouldn't be confused.
Look, I'm confused about a lot of things these days.
Oh, don't
Buddy,
mind
you've got
him.
another, like, 30
His
years in
aging
you.
mind's getting the best of him.
He's only
I mean-
80.
I mean, he might have
Something.
a lot of years in him, but he's also been near death's door multiple times now.
What were you gonna say, Alter?
Well, I was gonna say, there was one heist I heard of that seemed pretty daring. Apparently, someone broke in. So there was this guy, this whole windbag named General Mallory. He had this really nice big ship that he would throw parties on a lot. I heard some chucklefucks broke into that. Yeah, I figured that was you.
The bitch was the governor of Boreas, if you didn't know.
Oh.
He killed one of our only good Imperial friends. God, what was his name? Captain Landon, I think? Man, 30 years. Can't remember. Either way, the guy did a lot for us. Mallory executed him on holo projection in front of us. He's a self-appointed pompous prick who, because he had money and family connections, supposedly was able to boss the Empire into giving him this area. He then got his bitch boy Admiral Emil to sign off on it, basically giving him the official rank of general.
Damn. Nepotism.
At its finest.
Empires can't run without it.
Yeah, we executed him via firing squad.
Good.
There is a funny thing about that story, though. Anyways, so you guys can start hauling the crates out. You need to, like, put them over there.
Oh,
Put them
yeah.
either in there or inside here, because I'll need them for assembly. But the other thing that also happened is that he had a clone. Not like a standard like clone tripper. He had like a genetic template clone that he did flash memoried. He like uploaded his memories to him before he died. So the clone knew about us, but woke up 20 years too late.
Oh.
We actually met him.
Really? And how did him meeting his own quote-unquote murderers go?
Pretty cordial. He ain't the same man. That man was blinded by greed and self-ego.
I mean, there is the point. Yeah, there is a point of questioning if, considering the fact he didn't have the same memories or experiences, if you could even really call him the same person.
Yeah, I would say they are the same person. If he had woken up at the same time after Mallory originally died, I would have just said he was Mallory. But because he woke up 20 years too late, no, I wouldn't say he's the same person.
He's his son.
I guess in a way he is
Like
his son.
Like a cell splitting into two identical copies of itself.
Can you shut
but
up
one
with
of
the
them
cell
dies.
analogies?
Man, we should have never
Did
let
Blade
Clark read
just
those
discover
biology
what
books.
cells were?
I guess.
Apparently.
Man
Have you
who
been learning your
discovers high
They
school
ABCs?
didn't let you in the
biology.
science area. You learned too early about the mitochondria.
I peeked into
Hey,
one microscope.
Clark,
Yeah,
what
what's
if
up?
you use the mitochondria to power your suit?
Wait, hold on a
Okay,
minute.
jokes aside, that's actually not a bad idea. And by that, what I mean is having a power source inside of the suit that converts a raw resource into energy.
Well, you didn't do that? I thought you did. That's part of Kel's design. Are you stupid?
Yeah,
You've
no.
never done that? What?
Right now,
Dude, you
right
need to
now it's
not be in
just
that suit.
externally charged.
Oh my god.
Right now,
Why
it
you-
basically
walk
runs
you
on a
through putting
battery.
making that suit. You've done it on your own mostly, but you're gonna get yourself
Kaizen,
killed.
you need to help him out. Jesus. That's ridiculous.
It's not that bad. It has like 3 hours of battery life.
Yeah,
Are
on
you sure?
idling, you just sprint it for a long time.
Yes.
Check your levels right now.
All right, hold on. It's
Please
only
tell me
at
you also have a way to check
32%.
We have been doing this for 40 minutes.
But maybe I forgot to charge it before we headed out. There's
No,
no way
that's
it
an
should have only
excuse.
32%.
That's an
You
excuse.
activated it sprinting down a tunnel, and you
I did
also
also
had to
carry
brace
big
yourself.
crates, yeah.
Yes. Without an external power system, you could get stuck in that suit if the hydraulics failed.
Yeah, well, it does have a manual failsafe to get out of it. It has like the cranks on a ship. You can turn it like one of those, and it'll open. It doesn't need the hydraulics.
You are going to get yourself killed, Blade.
Dila,
What was
so what
that?
part of learning this from cells, what part of it helped you make your suit better?
What are you talking about?
Why have you been reading about cells?
Oh, I was just reading like the stack of books that was already in the lab out of boredom when I was on my break.
Those books are like 80 years outdated. Those are local books.
So what you're telling me is that there's a possibility that the mitochondria isn't the powerhouse of the cell after
Is
all?
the midichlorian the powerhouse of the cell?
Gasp.
I mean, it
Honestly,
would make
probably.
it would make some sense for it to be outdated because the book did have a section explaining that they have updated guidelines about doctors needing to wash their hands before entering surgery.
What else did it say? Face masks are optional during surgery?
It didn't mention masks at all.
I'm gonna be burning all those books, you know.
Are
They're
those
good
books
reading,
from
you
the
should check
native
'em out.
population?
Yes.
God.
The space
There
was not
actually wasn't-
actually originally an Imperial installation. It was a commandeered local base.
I can tell.
There actually was an interesting book there that I thought you might want to check up on, Rook.
Let me guess. It's about witchcraft, alchemy, and magic healing.
No, it's actually about they were melting some of the glacial ice around here, and they found some interesting microorganisms frozen in it.
Yeah,
I thought it
and
was
then they're gonna
interesting
sit-
reading.
Is anyone gonna help me? You got the materials. Start opening the boxes and fusing. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. Hold on.
Go to inside that little hut there. There's a technical readout document. Consult it with what you need, and then come help me. We can talk while we work.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. I can't fit inside the hut with the technical readout, so just tell me what I need to weld, guys.
Let me just transmit it. You have an on. You have a. That suit has an on screen display, right?
Yeah, it does.
Alright, I got the manual.
Catch that. I'm actually surprised. I expected you to drop it. I had a backup just in case.
Getting better at sports ball is one of the primary directives of the design. Okay,
Yes.
I made that
You're
bit
gonna
up,
use that
but
for hotball, huh?
I actually.
I never enjoyed
Okay, I made
hotball.
that bit.
Jace, you're a big
Yeah.
hotball fan, right?
I was.
What drove you off?
My favorite team died.
What
Well,
do you
that
mean
would
they
do it.
died?
That's hotball.
They all died in a
Do you remember
mysterious
the
accident.
traps?
I do
Oh.
remember the traps, but
No,
I
they
mean
just,
they all
just-
died.
Yeah, all of them, even the manager, were turned up dead one day.
It's a shame.
I've never been a big fan of hotball.
Never my style myself either.
All
Yeah,
right,
I used
I'm
to
up on the
follow this one
observation
player.
bench.
His name was like Mott Bradley or something.
I think he's dead too.
That sucks. Guys, and I'm gonna go to the front. I'm trying to think of other like impressive heists out there that I've been a part of.
Didn't you guys hit the Emperor's Vault?
You're hilarious.
What?
No, I think he's
Yeah.
actually onto something.
Huh? What do you mean?
Didn't you do one without us?
I've never been to a course on Vault since.
Well, I don't know if you were there, but didn't the Vanguard do that?
No. We have not raided the Imperial Vault on Coruscant. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that one. When you say vault, I'm thinking of like the big Grand Palace one. Yeah, when we killed Tiberzon, we inherited his data that he collected, which included the vaults around the galaxy.
Uh-huh.
I haven't been involved in those. I don't really. I mean, I took an offhand approach for a long time with the Vanguard. I did the administrative work and I did the instructional training and I trained advisors and stuff. While I just stuck at a desk job. I mean, desk jobs ain't the worst, if I'm being real.
It beats getting shot at.
Clark, you like getting shot at.
Yeah, but I'm not saying.
I raided the Emperor's
Most
rest
house
of
people
these
once.
guys-
don't like being shot.
You raided the Emperor's house? Which one?
I mean, it was just some guy who looks like vaguely like Palpatine claiming he's the Emperor.
Oh, that guy! Yeah. I know that guy. What was his name again? Like Trionoculus?
I don't know. I don't know
Didn't
if it
that
was,
guy
I
make
don't
a
know if
killing
you're
on, like-
thinking of the same one. Like, this guy was like... when I met him, it was like, I'm the Emperor.
Oh no, I'm thinking of one that was like genuinely saying he was the emperor.
No, no, this guy, like,
Oh.
I mean, this guy was genuinely saying that, but he was like, he looked like the Emperor, but in casual, like, clothing, covered in stains.
Jace, I actually think I know who you're
Excited to see.
talking about. I think that guy was on the front page of that HoloNet site, Cameo, offering to do voiceovers as the Emperor.
I think that is him.
So his name was Trioculus, and he was claiming to be the son of the emperor. I remember this. This was like 5 years ago.
Was that true? Was that guy the son of the Emperor?
No. Palpatine never had a son.
And I'm pretty sure Palpatine didn't have 3 eyes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He had 3 eyes.
Have you ever checked under the hood? We don't know.
I mean, just look at
Yeah,
any
what?
picture of him back when he was Chancellor.
What
You
if we
clearly
grew a
see
third
it.
eye?
I was
Right,
about
of
to say.
course, he was Chancellor.
What if
It
he
was
grew a
makeup-
third eye?
Makeup cover up. Yep.
It's a cover up.
Maybe whatever the Jedi did to him gave him the third eye.
I was gonna say, you know, thinking about Palpatine, it kind of makes sense he doesn't have a son. I don't. Unless you could, like, reproduce asexually with the Force, I'm not sure.
Yeah, who would
I
fuck
mean-
him?
How do you think the emperor came back? That's a good question. Do
I
you
don't
think it
know.
really is the emperor?
It's
Or
the
if
Emperor's
like a-
son.
Nah, it's the guy with 3 eyes again. He is back this time.
I mean, he didn't have 3 eyes when I looked at him, and that lightning sure felt real.
What if it's just like a clone of the emperor who believes he is the emperor?
Is that possible with
Clone.
Force shit?
There was rumors that Kaminoan cloned a Force sensitive.
I wasn't even sure you could do that.
It's rare, but I guess if you have the proper cloning. It happened, guy named, what was it? He was like the reason the rebellion started. None of you care about rebellion politics, so I doubt you'll know what I'm talking about, right?
I don't really know the rebellion.
Yeah,
very
they-
well, so doesn't matter.
It was
to me.
someone from, their last name was Merrick, but apparently he died, and the rumor is that a clone of him showed up after he was confirmed dead.
Interesting.
And then, it's rumored that there were more clones of him that were, like, bad, but the one that showed up for the good guys was, like, him. He believed he was him and refused to believe he was a clone. Coda would know this,
Well-
but, I ain't on the best terms with Coda, if he's even alive. Dax might know the tale, though.
If
Well,
he's
I
still
think
alive.
the thing about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of faith that Dax might be out there.
Now, what about the rest of the veterans? I don't got too much of a idea on them.
Wayland's most likely dead. The robot, I doubt he's had proper maintenance if he is alive wherever he went. And he would fail.
I am probably the
Saber-
HK's
My time
alive.
working
Saber
with
can
them.
persevere. Saber can persevere. I doubt Nick is alive.
Yeah, I think he died instantly.
Through
And if
my
he
time,
is,
I was gonna say through my time working with the crew, I'm pretty sure Nora is alive and Dex. That I believe.
if they are, I'm surprised they haven't hailed us in the months they've been gone. Well, or, I mean, before we lost communication. By the way,
Well-
speaking of the communication, I did have an idea.
Yeah.
All we need to do is seize an Imperial patrol and take their, like, comm pack, and then we can probably break through their barrier.
Nice.
If
Could
not,
be
we'll have to
useful.
take back an outpost that was Vanguard, because I know the outpost must be able to communicate with the Empire outside the planet, right?
Yeah.
I think the only
that
flaw in
makes
that
sense.
plan is that if we're using Imperial tech, they can definitely trace where we're broadcasting from.
We just move.
Fair enough.
I'm sure there's a way to get into contact with the Greater Vanguard. It just needs some planning. And unfortunately, the other issue, because we're stuck up here, the only way to get close to a base would be with a helicopter, and they pick those up in their radar. So much easier. We would have to walk for probably I don't even know, a couple 100 miles to not get picked up by radar. I don't think it's worth it. But if we could take over a base, we could get a communication out, and we could figure out what's going on out there.
Might be worth it. At least get in contact with the greater of our forces.
I mean, they have their
There's any
orders, and
left.
I am positive they're not dead. They're at Camino right now, I'm pretty sure. That's the fallback point. Fallen Capital's protocol is to retreat to Camino, set up a blockade of the Rishi Maze, and go isolationist until further orders are received. However, because they probably presume I'm dead, I don't know what they're doing right now for their orders. They might be still following what my last order was, or they might have overruled it by now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't sit around waiting forever if I thought someone was dead.
They
Gotta
might
move
do
on
it just because
someday.
it's the wise decision. I mean, as long as the eclipse is out there, there's nothing that can hold against it. Not even a harrower. We fired a concentrated beam of that right at the eclipse when it came out of hyperspace, and we lost. It didn't even, like, pierce the hole much. I don't think there's any conventional weapon in the galaxy that could stop the eclipse.
Gone from one rumored ship with a super laser to a massive dreadnought that really does have a super laser. Think
But
we
back
thought
to
it
the
was all
Emperor's
over
faults.
after the Death Star.
Fun fact, when we had Zon's data, we got information about the eclipse. But apparently the data we had collected was from the eclipse itself. But the data we had about the readout of the ship said it was, not even the superstructure was done when Endor fell. Because that's when the attack happened. So here's the main thing. How the hell did they finish that ship in 6 years?
That's what I was about to say. It really makes me wonder what shipyard they were even constructing it at.
There's no shipyard in existence that could even suit that thing. At
Secret
least
shipyard?
not I know of. If there
Maybe
is,
they-
it's somewhere unknown regions. That's the only idea I got.
Yeah, my two
But-
guesses are either secret in the unknown region, or maybe they constructed it in smaller parts at different shipyards to fit together.
I doubt that. The eclipse was in one piece when it was encountered by the New Republic.
Uh,
Well, the New
Yeah,
Republic
that-
got wiped. But the fight did result in the death of an executor. The New Republic attacked Kua in a blitz attack, and an executor class showed up, and the fleets basically killed each other, and Tiber Zahn got away because of that.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that fight. Apparently one of the only survivors of that whole ordeal was Han Solo, and according to his report, apparently that giant thing was some weird new dreadnought, but they didn't get much specifics about it.
Yeah, I bet. If it was the eclipse, it definitely wasn't functional then because, God, we would have heard about that.
Yeah.
Because it was a fight over a major shipyard planet, so I'm amazed that there's been no info about it. It's been really tight-lipped. But I thought when the New Republic took Kuat, we would hear about it, but we haven't. So they want to keep
Maybe
what
they
they found
moved
out
the
secret.
ship since then.
Oh, the Eclipse got moved somewhere else. So that's what I'm wondering. Where did the Eclipse go that wasn't found? And here's the other thing. How the hell did they have such a big shipyard that they were able to basically reinforce and rebuild the Galactic Empire to near its prime? That's also the question. And also, how the hell did they devise all this technological prowess? There's a lot of technical progress in this galaxy is quite slow. But over the course of, like, what, 10 years, we went from having organic soldiers and droids to sentient droids with the minds of organics being a thing. Alongside a lot of new lines of droids that are far advanced than the average droid that you saw during the Clone Wars. How the hell did this happen?
Well, I know that a lot of remnants out there started falling in with the Emperor as soon as he returned, but as for the technology, that's hard to say.
There was a beacon signal from the Imperial Channel, restricted only for the Emperor himself when he has a transmission, and select people apparently got it. From my knowledge, Thrawn wasn't one of them. And he got almost an assassination attempt. Oh, you did know that Thrawn is alive, right? Did I tell you that?
Probably.
I believe we were aware about your little alliance with them before they went dark.
They're the closest people we could probably reach out to for assistance if we get communication. I'm not sure if I could reach the Vanguard, honestly. Even if we got comms. They might not respond to hails. Or their channels got changed.
It's on
Because,
the other side of the galaxy.
So, I mean, theoretically, the closest people we could go to is Thrawn. My concern is when Boreas fell, I've also was getting reports before the Colt blackout that Prospect also got invaded, and they were not merciful to Prospect. They were using bioweapons there.
Bioweapon.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Oh my
Vanguard soldiers reported that they were using biological weapons there, and they were treating it more of a training exercise than anything, and to cull the weak of their ranks. That's the reports I had. There was a lot of dead Imperials there, a lot more than that was reasonably expected from an attack from the Empire. So I don't know if it was like a culling exercise, some sort of like harsh punishment, or something else
Maybe
crazy.
the prospectors just fought hard.
That's a possibility, but the final reports we got of the planet before they completely lost contact was that they were barely employing the stormtroopers.
Huh,
It's
maybe
probably
they
a
thought that
combination of
lowly a
things.
prospect.
Probably. But I also wouldn't blame it for them to, as well, send their weak soldiers to get them culled from their ranks. I mean, that's what they did with the Coruscant, I bet.
Fair enough. I mean, with the Empire, it's never one thing. It's probably a combination of reasons.
Either way, they used the bioweapon. We got reports before the invasion happened. We were already under attack, and some of the records had it. And of course, I got told in the middle of an invasion that Prospect was under invasion because they found a biological weapon that drove people mad.
what kind of weapon can do that?
Do we
Some
know
sort
if
of
anyone
gas.
survived?
We lost contact with the planet before we could figure that out. I assume no. I really can't expect any of the people on Prospect outside of like the militia to hold a single chance against the Empire. I do hope there's people alive, but I imagine the planet's now subjugated.
Yeah.
Surely.
Sounds about.
That would be standard for the Empire's playbook.
Once we get also, when we finish the Decimator, I want to let you guys know this ain't gonna be the first one we make. We're gonna make more of
What, are
these.
you making an armada of them?
I hope to make at least 3. These things could fight AT-ATs. And because
Let's
they
make a
prismatic
dozen.
turbo laser, it should be able to shoot ties out of the sky. Meaning this thing is a all-rounder, really powerful vessel. It will be able to fight any sort of unit it comes across. The only issue is this thing was meant to be escorted because it was a Republic craft by the clone troopers, which usually had ATRTs and stuff. We need to invent point defense for this vessel because it did not have it.
We should make like a dozen of these things and we could retake Boreas.
I think
Very-
one could help us take a base.
Alright, I guess that's our plan of action. Build a Decimator and, use it to take over an outpost. So you can get comms. Does that sound about right?
Yep. And this thing's got a comms array on it. Once we align it with the Imperial comms, we can use this as a mobile base.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds good.
And I'll probably get some of the locals at the base here involved in this. I don't know if they're going to be talented enough to be able to work on this. After all, I think a lot of them were like refugees or I don't even know.
They could probably do a decent enough job with the superstructure. I just wouldn't trust them with the internals.
Yeah, me neither. I imagine once we finish this one, I think the rest should come easier.
Yeah, we'll have experience putting them together, and then we can improve our methods.
Yes. I want this thing hopefully done within 2 to 3 months. The faster, the better, though. But we are limited by material. I don't know how long it will be to make a prismatic crystalline alloy. Alright, well, Clark's suit's running out, and I think it's enough of a wrap-up for now. I need you to log what you put into that terminal over there, what you did for work, everyone, including you, Jace. And then once that's wrapped up, you can go back to your own personal projects.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jace was having like a flashback or something to a war.
Yeah, I appreciate the hour of work you put in, though.
Yep. 1 hour
Does
down.
that mean we're getting paid
1,000 more
overtime?
to go.
You don't get paid at all.
I get
Damn.
paid for being allowed to work on crap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Well-
you get salvage rights. How about this? You get salvage rights. Whatever we destroy with this, you get a part of.
Sounds great to me.
Fair. Well, I was gonna say, Rook, once we retake Boreas, maybe the salaries can start again.
Clark, you should get going. What's your power percentage at?
I'm just waiting for
11.
for when the suit locks up.
Yeah. Alright.
I still gotta get
You guys
11.
can either take the vehicle or take the tram, your choice. Actually, no. Jace has to go back to the hangars to take the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kyson, does that jetpack of yours work?
Yes.
How come you never use it?
Most of the time I never need to.
That is fair.
We're going this way.
Don't.
Yeah, do not drive off the cliff. We don't have the equipment to repair that thing to full.
I think my extra weight in the back would make us flip if you did
Oh my
that.
god, boss can fly?
Flying man.
Boss is flying.
I guess my my cloak bind didn't work. Okay, be careful with that. That thing has
That was-
great suspension, but not perfect.
Alright,
Was it intentional timing that as soon as he said be careful with that thing, you floored it?
yeah. Alright, you guys can drive the rest of the way.
Yep.
I don't suppose you guys remember the way.
Damn,
Oh, wait,
I
it's
need
right
to
there,
get
isn't
3
it?
more fusion
Yes.
cutters.
No, you
You're
don't.
hilarious.
You take
Bring the
from mine,
vehicle
I will
into
cut your
the
hand off.
garage, please. Don't just leave it outside. You did that with the bike already. Stop doing that. Bring it back to the front.
Oh, that's not the garage. I was just lost.
I'll go pick up the
Why
bike
is-
while I'm here.
Okay, thank you. Last thing we need is vehicles to freeze out in the cold.
I might be getting a cold from being out here for so long.
I didn't know there was enough organic in you left to get cold.
Truck has been parked.
Alright, thank you.
Back to the charging dock for this beauty.
Please make sure you get a power supply for that. I don't want you draining the base's reactor for your freaking power suit.
I'm
Call
on
me
it, don't
later and
worry.
I'll help you out with that. I'd rather not
I
get
always-
yourself killed.
I always planned to put a proper power source in later, I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Make sure if it's using some sort of radioactive material that you have it so you have a casing.
I'm not an idiot, Brooke.
You were literally talking about how you just learned about cells today.
Look, I learned about those like 60 years ago in school, it's just that I had forgotten it all.
Blade.
Right?
Remember
Well,
the
we might
time
have
when you
forgotten
kept
to do that.
zoning out in the car?
But, who was zoning out in the car?
Case in point.
Yeah.
Literally, you weren't saying anything in the car, Jace.
It's point that you don't remember.
Wait, did he genuinely say something? I thought you were all doing like a joke where you're pretending to make me seem
I'm
stupid.
calling back to when you were fucking zoning out in the car when we were in combat.
The red car that we were driving.
Oh. Alright. That didn't happen, didn't it?
I think I'm gonna go catch some Z's. You guys have fun with whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna lock
Don't you
myself
need
in the
some
hangar for
sense?
the next week.
Make sure you have proper supplies. Don't want to find your corpse.
Zeds.
And
what do
before
think
you
I
say
am, a
it-
filthy Corellian?
You cannot subsist off of friggin' alcohol, Jace.
Oh no, I was gonna say I have enough fusion cutters.
Yeah, you're gonna eat those? Alright.
Guys, I found
I'm
a
turning up
microscope
radio
I
for
can
it
look
now.
at cells.
Hold on, before everything, I have one thing. There have been reports from the locals that a TIE droid flew over recently. While that is happening, there's gonna be a comms blackout.
Got it.
And that also means no going outside. The only sad part is the Decimator has to be outside. So if they spot that, it's kind of bad. But I put it right next to the building so their scanners might miss it. Alright, that's all.
Alright then.
Insightful.
Why do you keep sneezing over comms?
Yeah.
Good question. Alright, well, I'm gonna look at some cells. Catch you guys later.
Oh my god.
Prison cells?
Yeah, go check what's in number 2.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, I just had a thought. I had like an echo of a past memory that I never experienced. Got into my head.
You guys didn't tell me we had microscopes. This is so cool.
Alright, shut the fuck up. I'm turning off radio.